hometown cooking working for Casey Ashley here. Tell me a little bit about it, Casey.
Yeah, it's been a great 2 days. You know, the weather's been kind of nasty, but hey, it's changing every day. You know, it took me longer today to get a limit. I only had one largemouth yesterday. I weighed all 5, but I'm still running new stuff, still catching fish in different places, and you know, maybe tomorrow I can get to run the stuff that I fished the first day, and maybe there'll be some more there. But I still got, you know, water I hadn't covered yet, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm just having fun, man. This is the dream come true, to be able to fish a big tournament on your home waters like this, and it worked. You know, I had one big tournament opportunity on this lake, and it didn't work so well. So I'm still wanting revenge.
Some of the places that we got to look at you today, it looks like it's very precise fishing. What I mean by that is you're not just running down the bank, burning and turning. You're really precise. Your casts look like, if they're very intentional, very methodical.
Yeah, and fishing that way you can get well, or it can burn you. Like I said, I know the lake pretty well. I know where they live, and I'm spending a lot of time in the right areas, and it's paid off so far.
I noticed today too, pulled out the jig and spoon, did some old school, went old school a little bit on them.
I did. The jig and spoon, it could play a factor still in this tournament. Somebody could be, just like I've marked a bunch on my graph, and I always keep it on the deck, because you can drop down 5 drops and catch, you know, 20 pounds, and you just never can it out. And I always got one tied on here.
When the sun came out today, did that help you?
You know, it doesn't really help or hurt. The fish I'm catching are relating to what they relate to for different reasons, whether it's sunny or cloudy. They just live there, and that's what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm spending a lot of time in good places.
John, a lot of rain and cold water coming in the backs of some of these places, but it didn't seem to deter you very much on the largemouth bite.
Yeah, I caught him before the before the dirty water got to him today, and then it kind of shut off completely for me. I watched it warm up through the day, and you know, hopefully tomorrow it'll get good again.
Could you actually see the mud come into your areas, like coming out of the backs of those places and filtering in?
Yeah, you could see it coming in, and then you know, water temp would drop, you know, 4 or 5 degrees like instantly. So it was you know, just shut them down and kicked them way off.
So do you try and stay out in front of that, or you just pick up and go to another place?
I did for a little bit, and I moved around some, but I just didn't get anything going after that. It was just made it pretty tough. So I'm not too sure about tomorrow, but I think later in the day that stuff will turn back on again, hopefully.
How long do those places take to clear up here? Is it just like a day process? Could they be nice and green again in the morning?
I really have no idea.
You're just fishing. You're exploring while you're fishing.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, I'm just going down the bank, chunking and winding, and you know, I'm using. I got some new rods last month. They're MHX rods, and I mean, I haven't been able to feel anything, you know, my hands or my face or anything, and I'm feeling them crushing it. So, you know, I think that's helped me catch a lot of my fish this week.
Warms you up when one crushes it like that?
Oh yeah, once you catch about 10 of them in a row, and then you start shedding all the clothing. So.
Clint, another good day for you. You said the difference was the sun. It came out, you made hay.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, with what I'm doing, you got to have sunshine to catch them. And the 1 hour when it first came out, that's when I pretty much caught all of my weight today.
Yesterday there wasn't much sun. When did they bite then?
They bit from 10 to 12 o'clock yesterday. I caught them, and then it was dead yesterday. So it's a real small window.
How long did you go? I mean, how long did you have no fish today?
Shoot, 3 or 4 hours, I guess. You know, and it was like that a couple of times in practice too. So you just gotta, with what I'm doing, just kind of settle in and keep it slow until they start biting.
Once they started biting, did you catch them all off of one area?
No, I caught them. Shoot, I don't know, 4 or 5 different spots.
So in that 1 hour, you ran around 4 or 5 different areas.
Definitely, when I thought they were biting, which they were, that's when I went to running everything I knew I could catch a good fish on at that time.
We're supposed to have sunshine and warm temperatures next couple days. You got to like that?
I hope so. You know, practice the first couple of days was went really well, so we'll find out tomorrow.
Is everything going according to plan? In other words, you have places that you're trying to save, your places that you're trying to manage, or have you just burned up everything you have to get to this point right now?
You wouldn't believe, if you could stay in the boat with me for a day, how I've been catching these fish. The places that I almost always catch them, I caught 2 fish there today. My 3 best fish came on just whimsical stops. One place I said, the waves were this high, and my co-angler said, what are we doing here? And I said, I've got to be the craziest guy on the lake. And I caught my biggest fish there. It was just a lucky, and I haven't caught fish there in years, but it was just the wind and the current and everything. And I know the drops, and I know the kind of structure I wanted to be fishing over. And so I found it, and it's working out so far, but I'm still surprised that so many of my good places are not giving any fish.
They can run and they can hide, but largemouth cannot get away from Andy Morgan. You will capture them and hunt them down.
Well, I try anyway, I'll try.
All week for you so far has been, it's been about largemouth fishing.
Yeah, 100%. When I come to Hartwell, I think of shallow, March. I'm gonna fish. I mean, there's not that many fish up early March on Lake Hartwell. I mean, there's a good many, but not as many as you like to see. But the good thing about that, not that many people seem to fish for them. So I kind of get some fresh fish. The lake's big, as I said earlier. You can run a lot of new water every day and kind of not fish in front of yourself. And that's what I done today. I actually just picked up and went to a different area of the lake and put it down and fished.
Different from a different area of the lake from yesterday.
Absolutely, right.
Yesterday, I mean, you just not return there because you just feel like you caught what's there. You're just tired of looking at it. You want to see something new.
Well, I kind of do. I really do kind of get tired of looking at the same old stuff. And it wasn't that great anyway. I mean, I caught like 7 or 8 fish yesterday, and I caught 7 or 8 fish today. So the areas are not just overrun with them by any means. But we had a pretty good rain this morning and last night, and there's some places got muddied up. There's some run-ins. There's some different stuff to look at. So I'm just kind of seat of my pants.
How much water did you lose from that mud?
Oh, not all that much. I actually might have gained a little.
And the big talk has been the sun. The sun all of a sudden just pops out this afternoon. Did you experience any kind of switch, any kind of like boom, it got good all of a sudden with the sun?
No, it kind of happened too late for that to change anything that I was doing. Now, when the sun pops out, that's what these fish are starving for. They want some sunlight. It's March. The calendar's rolling. They want to spawn. I mean, they're all fat and blown up. A couple days of sunshine, you probably see some really big bags and some really good fishing on Hartwell.
I review back to a tournament at Smith Lake last year where you got in front of the fish. They were coming to you. You had one of the funnest days of the year on the last event. Last day of the event, could that happen here?
Absolutely, that could happen here. It's kind of setting up perfect for what Smith done last year. So you got to kind of roll. You got to take some chances in these tournaments right here. I mean, if you get a little too far in front of them or just a little bit behind them, you miss the bite total and you come in with 7 pounds. So it's kind of a deal. You just need to roll the dice.